What's up, everybody? Passion here. I hope you are having a great day. Today I got a cool video for you. This is a video that I put together of me redoing my daughter's bedroom. Summer of 2013, we moved from Louisiana to Houston, Texas. So we are in our new house, and she wanted her room to be done. At the time, my daughter was beginning her teenage years, so we were far away from princess castles and neon colors and zebra spreadsheets and all that stuff, and she wanted something different, probably a little bit more mature. So one day we were at an antique store a couple weeks after we had already been here, and she saw this picture frame right here, and she really liked the style. And at the time, my daughter was starting to have a taste for, let's say, the Paris theme and whatnot. So she was looking at different styles, and she saw this right here. She loved the chandelier, she loved the streaks, and she loved this big curly thing in the back. And she loved this piece. This was at an antique store. And she was like, "Daddy, this is what I would love my room to be." Now, a little disclaimer. I can do a lot creatively for up to certain levels. But my kids think I'm a Picasso, which I am not, but they think I can do anything. So the pressure was on. I've never tackled anything of this style. I've always done props and action figures and whatnot, but this right here is what she wanted. So here we go. Again, she loved everything she was seeing right here. We're at an antique store, and again, she loved the Paris theme, the stamps and whatnot. And this is just a couple pictures of what she saw that she took, and she loved. So I did what I could do and started reverse engineering how I could do her bedroom. So what I did, now I got two pictures up here. I'm going to keep this picture around so you can see what I'm doing. Now what I did was I went into here and I went into Photoshop and I grabbed this curly Q that you're seeing right here. Now what I did was I pulled it out of this picture and I made a decal of it, and then I put it on an old school projector. She wanted this in the corners of her room. So what you're seeing here is me starting to sketch it after I've already traced it. Now the reason I use a projector is because I was catching some corners, and I wanted to make sure that when you're standing in the room, everything looked good. I could probably freehand the majority of it, but I really wanted this to be nice, so I was trying to do it semi-professional. So got some pictures of here, me starting to trace out that curly Q in the background. Alright, so as you can see here, I got the curly Q on one wall. I went back also and I grabbed this chandelier, made a decal of it, put it on an old school projector, and I put it in the other corner of the room. So as you can see, this is me just tracing out the lines, getting the look correct. Okay. Here you will see the curly Q catching two walls. I flipped it upside down and I started doing the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And here we go. So tracing out my lines, getting everything smooth. Let's see here. Another picture of it on one wall. There's your chandelier again. All right, so this is me starting to paint the curlicues that I pulled out of this frame. Now I changed it up a little bit, but as you start to see, came back, added a darker color to the edges. Started doing this little dab technique on the corners, trying to make some highlights on the curves. I had got an idea in my concept that this curlicue would look very, very well if I could make it 3D looking. So here, just adding more dabs to it. Now you can see I've added highlights and trying to get the overall feel of this curlicue, if it kind of had a little 3D look. Okay, so here I got the chandelier going, painted it black, highlighted the edges. Now if you look on this picture, I got the streaks. So I went back to her room and I'm starting to add the streaks one at a time. It's really a simple concept. Get a little bit of paint on your brush, kind of dry it off, and then you just kind of sketch it out. Just kind of sketch it out, lightly brushing onto the wall there. Here's me adding it to the other wall. There you go. There is my tower. Again, adding highlights, painted it all black, added highlights. You can see here all the highlights I did to the curlicues, adding a little wear, the rustic stripes, I guess. I don't know what to call those. Here's another angle. Now right here, what I started doing was washing. I never used a wall wash method of where you kind of like you can get it at Lowe's and whatnot, but you kind of basically wash the wall with it's kind of like a particular dye that will kind of catch all your textures in the wall. So you brush it on there, you wipe it off with a paper towel and whatnot, and you can age your walls pretty quickly doing this method. Never did it before. I don't even know what the right terminology would be, but here I go. Again, you see me aging it a little bit each time, adding, and let's see here. And boom, this is her dresser that I went back and made my own chalk paint, added a little mint to it, recovered it, and as you can see, all of the washing of the walls, making it streak, again capturing what the original picture looked like. And yeah, all right, so that is the curlicue. I don't know what to call this thing, but let's see. Let's find a before picture. That is bar door, so let me find that one. All right, so there's a before and after. Now what I did is I went back after I aged the wall a little bit. I started brush stroking the wash just underneath the curlicue, and it gives it a nice shadow technique, which kind of helps it with the 3D look. As you can see, I went back and just added a little bit underneath, darken it up to make it look like the curlicue sitting off the wall. So here you go. This is your before and this is your after. All right, and again, I did the same concept to the chandelier, adding it just a little bit here and there, trying to give it a little bit of a 3D look, trying to make it pop. And then there is the final. Yeah, let's back up. Where's my straight picture? Hold on, let me see. I always like to have a before and after picture. There you go. All right, so here is your before the tower. Here is your after. So again, I added the shading underneath the tower, back to the curlicue. This particular curlicue here is the same one as this one, but I flipped it upside down and made it a little bit smaller. So she's got 3 curlicues in her room. They all match. Here's another picture. You can see I kind of ran it on the wall, make it age, dripping down. This picture doesn't do it justice because the wash really came out nice. I was super happy. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. This is a concept I did for my daughter's room. She absolutely loved it. She still has it. And what's cool is I can leave this concept up to where after she leaves, it will make a cool little guest room, and it works very well. And voila. I hope you enjoyed this. You have any questions, leave a comment. Simple concept. Found an antique sign that she liked. I pulled the images out, I made a decal, I threw it on a projector and started painting it by layers. I wish I would have had video of all this, but I don't. But that is your original picture concept, and voila. So again, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, please let me know. But other than that, be cool, be safe, tie your shoes, and always live your passion. Peace.